This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Rear brake pads renewal. Operate the bonnet release lever located in the driver's footwell. Release the bonnet safety catch and raise the bonnet. Chock the front wheels. Then remove the centre wheel trims from the rear wheels. Using the locking wheel bolt adapter where necessary, slacken the wheel bolts half a turn. Use a jack to raise the vehicle. Position axle stands, lower the vehicle onto the stands, then remove the jack. Undo the wheel bolts and remove the rear wheels. With the ignition switched off, connect a diagnostic tool to the diagnostic socket located under the fascia on the driver's side. Switch the ignition on and set the tool to the correct mode for EPB retraction. Follow the instructions supplied with the tool and use the buttons on the tool screen. As the caliper piston retracts, the sound of an electric motor will be heard at the brake caliper. Remove the caliper guide pin bolts at the top and bottom of the caliper. Use an open-ended spanner to prevent the guide pin from rotating. Slide the caliper from position and use wire to suspend it from the vehicle bodywork. Don't strain the brake hose. Pull the inner pad from the mounting bracket and the outer pad. Then remove the lower and upper pad retainers from the caliper mounting bracket. Push the piston back into the caliper housing using a piston retracting tool. Keep an eye on the fluid level in the reservoir while retracting the piston. Thoroughly clean the caliper guide surfaces and mounting bracket. Fit the upper and lower pad retainers. Then fit the inner pad, ensuring the friction material is against the disc face, followed by the outer pad. Refit the caliper to the mounting bracket, ensuring it locates correctly over the ends of the guide pins, then fit new guide pin bolts. Now tighten the guide pin bolts. Depress the brake pedal repeatedly until the pads are pressed into firm contact with the brake disc and normal, non-assisted pedal pressure is restored. Refit the rear wheels and loosely tighten the wheel bolts. Use a jack to raise the vehicle, remove the axle stands and lower the vehicle to the ground. Remove the jack. Tighten the wheel bolts to the specified torque. Refit the centre wheel trims to the rear wheels. Remove the chocks from the front wheels. With the ignition switched off, reconnect the diagnostic tool to the socket. Switch the ignition on and set the tool to return the caliper pistons to their original positions. As the caliper pistons adjust, the sound of an electric motor will be heard at the brake caliper. Remove the diagnostic tool, then check the operation of the electronic parking brake. Note the location of the brake fluid reservoir. Undo the fasteners and remove the plenum chamber cover. With the plenum cover removed, the level of brake fluid in the reservoir should now be visible. If topping up is required, wipe around the filler cap with a clean cloth and then remove the cap. Top up as required, then securely refit the cap. Refit the plenum chamber cover and secure it in position by refitting the fasteners. Close the bonnet securely.